Hi everybody, my name is Mr. Gagan. I am going to be your online government teacher this year. I made a video so you can hopefully see some of the ways to be successful in class and maybe some of the pitfalls. Arguably the number one thing I want to talk to you guys about is going to be pacing. I have each unit opening and then closing on a certain date. So one thing I really want to get across is that if this is your first online course, many people think that an online course is going to be easier than being in the classroom. And for many aspects, it's more difficult. I have taught summer school at LZHS High School in the classroom for about 10 years. Understand, we meet 4 days a week for 5 hours for 3 weeks. We take a test every other day. So it is fast paced. So I want to make sure you know that pacing yourself is going to be very important. So as we look here, you have to be proactive in contacting me when there is a problem. Email me as soon as you can. I guarantee I will respond to your email within 24 hours. I will make sure that, and if it's a technical problem, you'll be emailing Mrs. Conklin. So, speaking of pace, all Unit 1 material, including tests, need to be taken by Thursday, June 13th. It is locked at 11:59 p.m., and you will not be able to take or retake anything that you have not completed. So it'll be closed for good. So if you don't take your essential question test, the essay portion, or the multiple choice portion, you will have missed out on a fairly large amount of summative assessments points. I am going to start the course not on June 11th, but on June 7th. So because the pacing is so critical, I'm going to open it up about 4 days early, even 5 days early. So if you are that type of person that wants to get things done to ensure that you do well in the course, I'm tossing you guys a bone there to give you some more time. Unit 2 is going to be due about 5 days later. Again, it is locked on June 18th, 11:59. You do not have to wait for that date. You can as soon as Unit 2 opens, I think it opens on June 10th, you can start cranking it out, and if you're done in 2 or 3 days, that's even better. Unit 3 material will be opened on Friday, June 14th, but everything is due 8 days later on June 22nd at 11:59, which is a Saturday. All Unit 4 material has to be turned in by Wednesday, July 26th. It is locked. That is the day before the last day. And then the only additional things that you'll have to turn in by the next day is your service learning project, the Illinois Constitution assessment, and the final exam. They need to be done by 11:59 on Thursday, July 27th. Again, you could take those much earlier. I think I had somebody finish in 2 weeks last year, but that's an option. I want you to see the overall organization. We're going to have 4 key units. One is the constitutional underpinnings. The second is going to be the legislature branch. In Canvas, this is where I threw in the service learning project. It is a brand new state requirement that you have to complete to graduate, very similar to the Illinois Constitution and the Constitution test. You need to successfully pass those to graduate. Unit 3 is the executive branch. Unit 4 is the judicial branch. And then, as I said, the Illinois Constitution assessment and final exam, which is what we would call the Constitution test. Each unit of the core units, Unit 1, 2, 3, and 4, have readings, videos, discussions, quizzes, and 2 types of summative assessment. Everyone will have to write an essential question essay, and I have a video on how to do that, as well as take a summative assessment that is multiple choice. This is what our our Canvas page, except it'll say summer 2019 on it. I'll be available from 7:30 to 9 on both Monday in the morning on both Monday and Wednesday, and then in the afternoon on Tuesdays and Thursdays between 3:30 and 5. So if you want immediate feedback, I'll be sitting in front of the computer answering emails right then and there. So if you look over here, we'll have modules. That's the best way to get organized in my class. And this is a view of Module 1. Here's the unit, constitutional, and again, the dates are different. I apologize. But Intro to Unit 1 and Unit 1, Essential Question Document and Targets, are the two important things you should be looking at. This is going to be the Essential Question sheet. It is, as you can see, Unit 1, Constitutional Underpinnings. The question you'll have to answer is the essential question: do the events leading up to the formation of the Constitution. Do the events leading up to, and then the formation of the Constitution protect against all-powerful government. So the key concept is, does it protect? You can say yes, you can say no. Protect against an all-powerful government. I have a little summary, and there are going to be 3 chapters. You only see 2 chapters, but there's 3. And here is where I try to keep things organized. You'll have to pick up a book at the main office, and I even have some guided page numbers that will help you answer these questions. Some vocab terms that are very important for you to know. Again, as you read, as you take notes, keep this question up here in mind. Again, Chapter 2, you have to read these pages. They'll help you with answering this and these questions here. If you read these pages, they'll help you answer these concepts here. And again, knowing the vocab terms is going to be very important. So I have one for each chapter. For each unit. It is if you want to know how to do well, you should know the answers to all these questions. It is my guide to get you through the jungle. So expectations: students will need to devote quite a bit of time to this course. Remember, the course you're taking covers 90 school days with 44 minutes, or 12 days of summer school and sitting in there 5 hours per day. I'm not saying you need to take 5 hours a day. What I'm saying is it's going to be about that type of work. Remember, you can use those 5 hours a day that you normally be sitting here in a summer school classroom and divide 2 hours on a Saturday or 3 hours on a Sunday to help you pace yourself. And remember the 5 days that I'm starting early. That should help you out a little bit as well. So I ask you to take your commitment seriously, stay on top of the work. I'm sure you're going to do well. And if you have any questions, without a doubt, don't hesitate to email me. Thank you.